You're doing it all wrong. Every time you wonder why he doesn't appreciate you the way you deserve, you're probably overlooking one simple truth. You're showing too much. The secret to making him value you isn't about giving more. It's about saying less. Look, I get it. You've been giving it your all. You've been there for him. You've been understanding, patient, maybe even a little too much. But here's the thing. Men don't value what comes too easily. They don't chase what's always in front of them. If you want him to truly value you, to see you as someone he needs and desires, it's time to master the art of silence. Yes, silence. Today, I'm going to share with you 10 silent actions that can completely change the dynamic between you and the man you're dealing with. These aren't things you say, they're things you do. Or better yet, things you don't do. And trust me, once you start practicing these, his level of respect, admiration, and even attraction to you will hit new heights. Ready to learn how? You've tried everything. You've been patient, understanding, and even put his needs before your own. Yet something's missing. You feel like he doesn't see your worth, and no matter what you do, it's like you're invisible. Maybe you're always there for him, always supportive, but he's just not giving you the appreciation or attention you deserve. It's frustrating, isn't it? You think, what else can I do to get him to notice me, to value me? Well, here's the truth. You're going about it all wrong. You're too present, too available, too easy to access. In fact, by constantly giving and being available, you're sending the wrong message. Men don't value what they can have too easily. What they value is something they can't have at all times, something that requires effort, space, and yes, even mystery. This is where the concept of silent actions comes into play. Instead of chasing or giving more of yourself, you need to learn how to hold back, how to create a sense of longing and appreciation in him through your actions rather than words. Let's dive into the 10 silent actions that will completely change the way he sees you. It all starts with one key concept from Stoic philosophy: detachment. Now, before you jump to conclusions, detachment doesn't mean you become cold or distant. It doesn't mean you stop caring. What it means is that you stop tying your self-worth to his actions or reactions. You stop clinging to the idea that his validation is the only thing that defines your value. In Stoicism, there's a principle that says, we can't control others, only how we respond to them. So, instead of trying to control his feelings by constantly overgiving or over-explaining yourself, you need to step back and focus on the one thing you can control: your actions. Mastering these 10 silent actions will put you in a position where you're not desperate for validation, but instead, subtly creating a space where he's the one striving to win your respect and affection.
All right, now let's dive into these 10 silent actions that are guaranteed to make him see you as someone to be valued. Ready? Here's the first one. Number 1. Stop over-explaining yourself. Every time you explain yourself, you're giving him an easy way out. You're handing him the answers on a silver platter, and that's not intriguing. When you over-explain, you remove the mystery. Men, like anyone, are naturally drawn to things that require effort, and understanding you shouldn't be an exception. How to do it. Instead of diving into a long explanation every time you feel misunderstood, keep your responses simple. For example, if he asks why you're upset, instead of telling him every little reason, just say something like, I just need a bit of space right now. Don't immediately rush to fix the situation with words. Let him feel the need to understand you. The more you say, the less he has to think and the less value your words carry. Be concise and allow him to wonder, to fill in the blanks himself. Number 2, don't always be available. Availability can often be mistaken for desperation. If you're always there to pick up his calls or answer his texts within seconds, you're sending a message that you don't have much going on. This can make you seem like you're too eager for his attention, A little distance, though, allows him to truly appreciate your time and presence. How to do it then? Start by creating a natural rhythm for when you respond to texts or calls. If you know he's waiting for a reply, don't rush to respond instantly. Instead, take your time and show that you have a life of your own, outside of him. When you leave gaps between your interactions, it builds anticipation and makes your time together feel more valuable. By not always being available, you show that your presence is a privilege, not a guarantee. Number 3, master the art of silence. Silence is not about being cold or distant. It's about choosing not to over-explain or overextend yourself. Stoicism teaches us to find peace in detachment, and silence allows you to maintain your inner peace while creating a sense of intrigue for the other person. When you're not constantly talking, you're giving him the chance to listen, reflect, and truly understand your words. How to do it? When he asks you something or tries to draw out a response, sometimes just not responding immediately can send a powerful message. Instead of filling silence with unnecessary chatter, let moments of quiet speak for themselves. For example, if there's a situation where you might usually rush to clarify something, resist. This doesn't mean being cold. It means creating space for him to appreciate the value in your presence, not just your words. Number 4, be independent. Independence is incredibly attractive because it shows that you are whole on your own. It signals that you're not looking for someone to complete you, but that you are content with yourself. A person who can thrive independently and confidently doesn't rely on anyone else for their sense of worth or happiness. How to do it? Focus on your own growth and happiness outside of your relationship. Invest time in your hobbies, work, and social life. If you're constantly prioritizing him and neglecting your own needs, it sends the wrong message. Instead, be unapologetically independent. This might look like going out with friends without him, working on personal projects, or spending time doing what you love. The more you nurture your own life, the more he will see that you don't need him to feel fulfilled, and that will increase his respect for you. Number 5, maintain your boundaries. When you have clear boundaries, you demonstrate self-respect. Setting boundaries is a silent way of saying, I know what I will tolerate and what I won't. When you let others push your limits, you communicate that you don't value yourself enough to protect your own space. Men respect women who stand firm in their values and know when to say no. How to do it? The key is to set boundaries early on and stick to them. If he's ever disrespectful, don't tolerate it. Simply walk away or express calmly that you won't engage in that behavior. It might seem hard at first, but showing that you respect your own needs and desires will make him see you as someone to be valued. This doesn't mean being harsh, but firm and consistent with what you expect and deserve. Number 6, don't always initiate contact. When you're always the one texting or planning dates, it makes it easy for him to become complacent. Men appreciate the chase, and if you're constantly initiating contact, you're removing that element of excitement. By stepping back and letting him reach out, you give him the opportunity to appreciate your presence more. How to do it? Give him the space to take initiative. If he wants to talk or make plans, let him come to you. This doesn't mean you ignore him or play games, but rather allow him to put in the effort. Let him text first sometimes. Let him make plans. This shows that you are not desperate for his attention and that you are willing to wait for him to prove that he values your time. Number 7, show self-respect. Self-respect is the cornerstone of attracting respect from others. When you respect yourself, you show that you have standards. This will make men take you seriously. If you let someone disrespect you, or if you allow their actions to diminish your value, they will never truly appreciate you. How to do it? Treat yourself with kindness and don't settle for less than you deserve. If you know you deserve respect, never settle for behavior that doesn't align with that belief. If a man does something disrespectful, whether it's canceling plans last minute, ignoring you, or making rude comments, address it directly. If he sees that you won't tolerate mistreatment, he'll begin to value you more because you make him work for your approval. Number 8. Keep some mystery. When you share too much too quickly, there's nothing left for him to discover. Part of what makes you intriguing is the mystery you bring to the table. By keeping some details of your life, past, or thoughts to yourself, you create curiosity. And curiosity always leads to greater value. How to do it? You don't have to tell him everything about yourself on the first date or even in the first few months. Let him gradually discover new things about you over time. Don't be an open book. Leave some chapters unread. If you keep a little bit of mystery, it keeps him interested and invested in learning more about you. Number 9. Stay calm in the face of conflict. When things go wrong, don't lose your cool. Stoicism teaches that we can't control how others behave, but we can control our own reactions. Staying calm and composed during disagreements or difficult situations shows maturity and emotional control, and men respect women who can keep their composure in tense moments. How to do it? Instead of reacting impulsively or emotionally during a disagreement, take a deep breath and give yourself space to respond thoughtfully. Calmly state your point of view without raising your voice or getting overly defensive. When you stay calm, he sees that you are strong enough to handle stress without falling apart. This silent strength makes him value you even more. Number 10. Give him space to miss you. Shayuam. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. When you're constantly available or always around, there's no time for him to miss you. Let him experience your absence every once in a while. When he has the space to reflect on your time together, He'll start to appreciate you more. How to do it? After spending quality time together, take a step back. You don't need to plan the next date immediately or text him non-stop. Give him a chance to miss your energy and crave your presence. When you create space between interactions, he'll start to realize how much he values you when you're around. To truly make a man value you, it's all about mastering these silent actions. Don't overgive, don't over-explain, and most importantly, don't make yourself too available. By practicing detachment and self-respect, you not only increase your value, but also create a dynamic where he will be the one working to earn your time and attention. If you want to learn more ways to master the art of silent value, subscribe and check out my next video.